Hey guys, 95% Rookie here, coming at you with a rare top 10 video once again. The last ones I did of these turned out pretty well liked by the community, so I'm making another one, this time focused on the top 10 features in Arma 3 Vanilla, so let's get into it with number 10. Alright, coming in at number 10, we have the in-game journal entry system. This might not seem like such a big thing, but it can really enhance a lot of missions. Essentially, it's just an editable text menu that is visible when players open their journal or map, and can have a custom title. Within each entry, you can embed pictures and marker links, and it's a great way to add flavor or pre-game briefing scripts for reference. It's pretty easy to set up for your missions, and I recommend it if you're trying to build some background information to an operation. Number 9 will be the Order of Battle system. Admittedly, this system is much less important than the journal, but I'm a sucker for organizational charts and NATO markers, so this comes above that. Utilized much more heavily in the earlier Arma 3 campaigns, when implemented onto a map, it allows players to click on unit markers and see where they are and within a military organizational structure. So you can click on a squad, see that they're in a company, which is within a battalion, which is within a brigade and stuff like that. It's just a bit of flavor that, I really appreciated in the game, although it's not really used very often, and admittedly, it's not really that great. I just wish it was utilized more by people, Number 8 is unit insignias. There are two kinds in Arma 3. The first is the more traditional kind that can be equipped onto units by mission creators or through the arsenal. This would be on the left sleeve and can be things like the 111th Infantry Division or Griffin Regiment in Vanilla. But mission makers can also make custom insignias using mods or adding it to a mission folder, and it can be fun if you are more art inclined to create your own custom patches for operations or special units within your missions. The second version is based on Squad XML, or the Arma 3 Units website, which allows you to join a unit, and the unit's custom patch will be added to your right sleeve if you select it while in the Arma 3 launcher. It's a pretty cool little system that they added to Arma 3, yeah. Number 7 is drones. Now, some could argue that based on recent conflicts, Arma 3 actually underutilizes drones in most of the vanilla content by a wide margin, but it's still excellent that they included a robust structure for drones to exist within the game. Overall, the system just means you can transport drones via backpack, deploy them at will, and control them after syncing them up to a UAV terminal. This allows things like using spotting cameras to spot for artillery and looking for enemy units, and other more interesting applications added in DLCs, such as demining by dropping charges or delivering cargo or leaflets via the cargo drone. There are also UGV combat drones, which allow an infantry unit to transport more gear and also have a mobile weapons platform, even if they aren't that durable. Number 6 is weapon attachments. This was a welcome addition to Arma 3 that allows the player to equip things like suppressors, bipods, optics, flashlights, lasers, all on the fly. It gives mission makers some options to further tailor loadouts for a specific mission. And players can adjust their weapons as the mission progresses to give them more of an edge, like swapping their long-range optic for a holographic sight when moving into closer quarters. Number 5 goes to incremental stances. This feature enables infantry units to hold the control key and use WASDA to incrementally change their stance up, down, and side to side, which provides a wealth of new options to how players interact with cover. You can do things like switch shoulders to more effectively clear left-handed corners, expose less of your body behind cover while prone, and go down an extra notch to ensure your head is fully behind a lower piece of cover. Number 4 is the ballistic system. Arma 3 adds a very robust ballistic system, and although modders have done a lot more with it, the vanilla framework is still quite impressive. Different calibers and barrel lengths will behave differently when penetrating different materials, and shooting at longer ranges, your bullets will arc differently depending on which weapon you are using. This is a wide effect on gameplay, and I recommend playing around with it in the editor to see how different materials react to different weapons. Alright, number 3, I'm giving it to the arsenal. Many a player has been overjoyed when a mission maker gives their players access to a full arsenal at the mission start, and many a squad leader has been annoyed when his players take 30 minutes customizing every aspect of their loadout, only to be killed 5 minutes into a single life operation. my opinion, the vanilla arsenal is missing a wide range of features that the Ace arsenal allows, but I still have to give credit to Bohemia for the arsenal because it really is a boon for mission makers and players alike. And I'm sure many of you have spent hours playing tactical Barbie dress up. Number 2 is Zeus. When Bohemia introduced Zeus to Arma 3, it completely changed the landscape of multiplayer operations. I describe it as being the dungeon master in D&D, only in a tactical shooter. Zeus can either tailor set objectives and structures for the player on the fly and provide more interesting interactions than would otherwise be, like, it'd be impossible to do in a linear editor, or they can completely make up missions on the fly as they play. Zeus is really a huge benefit, and it's almost totally unique to Arma 3 in the in the tactical shooter space. And I really wish other games would implement a similar feature for different game modes. I will say that the vanilla Zeus is already good, but with some mods like Zeus Enhanced, you can add a ton more functionality that makes it even better. Number 1 should come as no surprise if you know me. It's the Eden Editor. I've spent well over 1,000 hours just editing missions, oftentimes spending hours on missions that are never released or played, but it doesn't bother me because it's just a blast to work with. You can do almost anything your mind can dream of, especially if you learn SQF scripting and look up tutorials on YouTube or the forums. Granted, Arma 3's jank can often leave you frustrated when trying to do something that it just isn't working, but learning when to scale back your ambitions is great for both your mental health and the overall mission, as sometimes simplicity really is the best medicine. I recommend anyone at all interested in Arma 3 editing to give it a go. Look up some tutorials and try to make something, even if it's just a short single-player scenario for yourself. I can't say enough good things about it. The Eden Editor really is the best feature in Arma 3, in my opinion. Well, that's the end of the list. And I know I could have said mod support is Arma 3's best feature, because it really is one of the best things about Arma, but since I'm focusing on vanilla, I thought I'd leave it out. I may make a list later for, maybe top mods, my favorite mods, or, things like that. But let me know in the comments your thoughts, if you have any features you think I left out, or whatever. Also, like and subscribe, since it helps me out and gives me more motivation to make videos like this. This has been 95% Rookie. Have a good day, and have a good week. See ya.